All right, welcome everybody. It is another night of Hytale. I am going to be turning the music down just a tad. Let's see what sort of shenanigans we have up our sleeves tonight. So there is a new update for the pre-release. This is update 6 part 3. We've got, let's see, Scarix have toughened up. Will no longer be damaged by environmental hazards such as brambles. Interesting. Also immune to poison. Okay. That's one thing that will be making those nests a lot more difficult. That's for sure. Tamed Mossworm have developed a taste for the feed bag and will be attracted to it. Oh, that's nice. Let's see. Rise and shine. Sleeping through the night causes you to leave your bed now. Ooh, you can get palm tree logs now from palm leaves and giant palm leaves. Interesting. And then Eternal Corn has more yield. That's great. We got some audio updates. Crystal and gem blocks will now play distinct sounds when they are walked upon. Interesting. Walking on and landing on glass blocks will now play distinct sounds. What glass blocks are there? Didn't know there was glass block. I wonder if that's a creative thing. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. Well, no, wait. No, you make glass bottles with sand in the furnace, not glass. I don't know. That'll be interesting. The environment category in the quick settings has been renamed to personal environment. Okay. And a bunch of bug fixes. We've got avatar and customization fixes. Let's see. Combat entity and item fixes. NPCs that charge should no longer stop abruptly when blocks are placed. That's good. Tamed animals should no longer unexpectedly despawn when there are a lot of the same animal type in the area. Block and item fixes. Let's see. When throwing a healing totem when moving between worlds, there was a crash. Interesting. Saplings no longer be prevented from growing if there is insufficient room for their roots. Maybe that'll fix my redwood trees. Breaking newly planted aubergines and lettuce will now return their seeds. And fix an issue where inventory items could be corrupted or duplicated. Interesting. Some creative fixes, control and input fixes. Rendering fixes where shadows could appear missing or cut off at certain viewing distances and angles. And then some additional crashes and typological errors. Some modder facing changes. Interesting. Very good. Well, that's cool. I think we can go ahead and hop into the game now. We should be all updated. So I'm going to be doing that. That's fun. I don't know why Adobe wants to be over on that monitor. Does not make sense to me. There we go. Hypixel. Get that there. And move my other windows around over there. Not too bad. Pre-release. Patch line. 6 days ago last played. Totally expected. All right, while we are loading, I'm going to take a drink. And let's hope that this behaves a lot better than Crimson Desert has been behaving lately. I'm not sure what's going on with my computer. It is having all sorts of issues. So we'll see if this works out. Got the game audio going right now. Let me open up my volume mixer and see if there is any differences. 100% on all of those. Okay. We're in. So now I just need to check my audio to make sure. Perfect. Hytale client is outputting to my streams. And there we go. It does seem to be dark out. Did I get into the middle of the night? Let's test out that bed thing that they were talking about. F to interact. Sleepy bedtime. Buzz, buzz. Oh, it just wakes you up right away. It doesn't let you sleep into the morning. That's sad. That's all right. Okay, everything else seems to be doing okay. I've got my little chest thing here. What do I have in my inventory? I've got some cobalt. Anything else I need? Okay. Those are fine. I remember that I moved my teleporter downstairs here. There it is. The library. I do need to get some more bookshelves. So we'll be doing that today, I think. I also want to kind of dig out an area in here. I think if we go too deep, that should be okay. Getting kind of into cave territory here, though, so we got to be careful with the light level. For now, what do we have? We've got some torches. That'll be okay. I think I want 2 thick here. 1, 2. Okay. I'm not sure how far over I want to go. So we're just kind of trust our gut on this one. Let's see, how far over are we up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Pick that back up. Below some sort of dirt here. That should be okay, though. I think this will be the last bit that I need. I just want to see how far over we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more to make me happy. An even 10. Okay. So with that in mind, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it goes to this pillar. That's almost perfect. I do maybe want to get it behind this wall here. So 3 more will do me some good to give me a good solid width for this new room that I'm building. There we go. Now we hit some copper. Now we're not going to want that copper up there. Gonna have to take that away, and then we'll put some cobblestone back. That's fine. And we'll hammer it into shape. Perfect. Okay, so that is the width. Now, how deep is this room going to go? It feels really large for a width, so I'm wondering if this is going to be a multi-room thing in here. I'm really kind of going for that arcane library sort of feel. So I don't know if I want to, like, make it go down a level. Kind of like you're coming down into a deeper area of the tower, right? So we'll see kind of how that all pans out. Give me a lot of bricks to play with, because I think back here I want to use this cobblestone material for most of the build. I can smooth out the bricks, make them decorative and all that sort of stuff. I think that should work out well. But I do think this could do with being down a notch. I want to say down 2. No, I think down 1 notch is fine. We'll put some stairs back in there once we get around to it. So I want the stairs to be, I can come back up here and just go right up into there. Should be fine. We're going to be covering this with bookshelves. And same here. This is going to be covered with bookshelves. And then we'll be able to, I don't know if I need to go higher here. Do I? I can maybe cover these up here and then maybe put 3 bookshelves up here just to make it kind of tie together nicely. Because that'll tie in with those really nicely, I think, over there. So I think really what I need to do now is get some more bookshelves. And I know just the place to find those. So I'm going to, I don't think I need more space at all. Just need to go and get them. So it is daytime, so that'll help. It hasn't been terribly too long. Yeah, because I don't think I have any other bookshelves laying around. Nope. None there, etc., etc. Okay, that's fine. Get that there. I think we'll take one of my horses out. Or are they still both in here? Good. They're just kind of chilling. Got a cauldron. That's funny that it makes bubbling noises. So I don't think I have a guy over here. What do we got here? Wizard Tower is that way. And Death Day 5. Wow, that was so long ago. My goodness. I think we're just going to go that way. It's going to be this way. No, wait, this way. East. We'll go east. Over the river. I should build a little walkway bridge or something here. That would be nice. Something that makes sense. I wish you could make things diagonal without them just being totally blocky and jagged. But, you know, it is what it is. The nature of these type of games. So I'm just headed right towards that wizard's tower. Get some sticks along the way. Mushrooms. Must have been a storm or something that knocked these sticks down. Get some lavender, why not? Berries. Just in a gathering mood right now. Run, run, run. Go to third person view. Well, I missed him, but then I hit him. A-okay. I think once I get my basement done, I'm going to have to go exploring for a whole bunch of memories. Got a lot of things that I need to uncover. I'm still not up to 200 memories found. And I think it would be really interesting to go explore for those. Not only interesting, but fun. So I will have to figure that out. These are some frogs. Let's see. I wonder if I can... Nope. I can leap out at least. Just hopping over Hytale. There is that skeleton guy. This is a ways away. I also do remember... Oh, yeah, that's right. These guys just leave poo everywhere. Sorry. I know, I wish I could help you out. But I do not have my farm, my ranch ready yet. I've only got my stables. I need a ranch so I can actually get some farm animals. I would love to gather a couple of every type, at the very least, because that would be very helpful. And get a chicken coop in there, get a rabbit area, a place for some cows would be nice, some sheep, so I can get some wool, because then I can shear those sheep all the time. I can even tame some moss horns. That's these guys here. Cannot tame the wolves, though. That's okay. All right. And deer are also non-tameable. Oh, sorry. All right. We're almost to the towers. I love that leaping ability so much. Okay. Hello, rabbit. All right. Here we go. Here's the wizard's tower. I believe it's been 3 days since I've been here. So this should be repopulated by this point. But I think I'm going to come up here. Oh. Okay, fine. I will. Oh boy. So many guys. What? So many guys. Fine. Ha-cha-cha. Okay, who are we upsetting right now? Are you able to get to me even? Oh yeah, he says. But too little, too late, my friend. Okay. I want to get stabby. Gonna get stabby here. All right, let's get first person-y over here. Oh, that was a lot of pain. Okay, there we go. Note to self, don't drop down like that. Why are you healing? That's not fair. Hey. Okay, we got most of them at least. Here I am trying to double jump like it's a Crimson Desert. Oh, really? Seriously? That's how we're going to play? Alright. Now, this time I be nice and safe. Throw down a totem. Really heal that up. Really? Where am I coming? Where am I seeing hearing people from? I found my bookshelves at least. Get a whole bunch of these. Oh, there you are. See, trying so hard. Okay. Okay. Just close that up. That's what I was trying to do, not hit tab first. Okay. We're here now. It's fine. Still got my bed here just in case anything bad happens. Okay, so this library is pretty sparse right now, but that just means I feel less guilt tearing things down. So I'm going to do that. Not all of it. I really want to leave some of that. Now that looks cool there. These I need. That really go right to the outside? That's fine. I don't mind the exploring to get bookshelves, right? But like it feels weird that I'm not able to craft them. You know what I mean? I have looked all over with different block types and whatnot to see if these are craftable, and I just could not find it anywhere. That's okay. Okay, that's all the books on this level. I saw there was another. I mean, there's probably some in here. Yeah, I'm going to leave that alone. That seems nice and pristine. And we're going to get these on. Did I go up too far? Yes. All right. Level 2. Let's grab some books. Gonna need a whole bunch of these, honestly. If you have an arcane library, you need a lot of books. It should be relatively safe here, too. It works. Grab some decoration as well. Oh, that's a nice idea. Having like a little shelving unit there. Okay, I'm gonna get your idea and take it for myself. There we go. Did I ever fully cleared that out? Okay. I know there is a lot more. Take that inkwell. That I left behind at some point. Like, there's going to be a lot more bookshelves in this one wizard's tower than I truly will ever need, I'm pretty sure. Because... Oh, hello. Okay, who am I? Hershashine? Oh, I bounced off of nothing. No. There we go. Almost got knocked out the window there. My goodness. Why are there bones just on the ground? That was weird. It's like it's like he fell apart and then forgot that he was a 3D model. I don't know. Okay. Let's take this. What else do we got in here? More books. Okay. You too. And then they got these little old shelves. Why not? Lost Civilization shelf. Okay. Some stairs. They got some like tables and stuff. Like these are prime furnishings for like an arcane library, I think. I guess we'll see. Oh, and I do want some chairs as well. Do I have more? Yes. These are the windows. I think they're the simple windows, simple wooden windows. Here we go. We'll just get the rest of these books. A few more blank shelves as well. Why are we playing Fakecraft? I wouldn't call it Fakecraft. I enjoy this game much more than Minecraft in a lot of senses, honestly. It is just a different type of game. It's not made for what Minecraft is made for. It is much more adventure oriented than Minecraft's do whatever you want to do in there. I enjoy Minecraft. It's not bad. I just have a little bit more fun with this game, personally. I like the combat a lot better in here. It feels much more adventure-y, much more exploration-based. I like the bad guys in this game a little bit better in a lot of cases. It has a long way to go, certainly. But you can't argue that the modding potential in this game is, like, not good, you know? Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Oh, that is a lot of sounds. Okay, so I don't want to mess with those guys right now. There's a whole bunch of guys I don't need to deal with currently. I think I got enough books, though. Well, 81? Is that truly enough? Are you seriously shooting through the door right now? Okay, that's fine. You know, you do you. I will be fine over here. I can come out this way, down the stairs, back around. And I did get a whole bunch of these 37. Let's see, let's put these back into my stuff there. What else do I have? That's supposed to be up there. I'm not sure. There we go. Okay. So we will go and head down. I think I can get out here. Can, kinda. And I don't have carrots still. That's annoying. I could grab a horse if I really wanted to. But I cannot. Unless I find a carrot laying around, but like the chances of that are pretty slim. Generally I've only seen them in like pretty specific spots. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry. I don't mean to spook you. That's fine. We gotta go west towards the homestead. So we're gonna do that. There we go. All right. I mean, it should be enough bookshelves, and if it's not, there is another wizard's tower in the area. Just like not immediately right there. So really, I've got a whole wizard's tower worth of books that I could grab. There's also another room, I think a full library room in that wizard's tower, which has like multi-level, like 3-story tall bookshelves. So that certainly could be something that I can raid if I need to, but I'm pretty sure I have plenty of books for my arcane library since I'm not planning to have it be super gigantic. And we'll have more left over just in case. There we go. I was hoping I would jump at the right time to completely leap up high, but it did not work. See if I can leap over the river. Is there a good spot for that? Maybe we'll see if we can leap from this side to the other side. Nope. That was really poor timing. And I don't think I can make that jump. That's quite the large jump. It's fine. Just some marble in the middle of the river. Okay. Get a little bit of a run going here. We're getting to be nighttime already? Wow. Not too bad. Just took the better part of the day to get through there and back. Plenty of time for dinner. I think it would be fun to have some more survival mechanics in the game. Being forced to eat to get your hunger gauge back up and stuff like that would be a nice touch of realism. I don't know if I would want a true full survival emulator. I mean, there's something to be said about that, though. It is fun to add that challenge. Where you need to sleep, you need to eat. I guess we'll see. For now. Okay. Library. Get back down here. First and foremost is I've got stuff there. Let's put my daggers away. And this is something they really need to fix, I think. Okay, and then we'll come up here. More bookshelves. Okay. And these go almost to the top. That's okay. Oh, I didn't want to do all the bookshelves. Maybe this one too. Oh no, that really just got rid of all the supports. That's interesting. Okay, well let's do that again. It's because I'm putting it against a pillar that it doesn't recognize as a valid block to set it against. But that's okay. And then empty up here. Good. I can't get that block. Oh, I should be able to get it once. There we go. Perfect. So now we've got kind of like a little bit of a threshold there. I am kind of thinking of like a half slab here with a shelf in front of it, if that even works. Like I've got this large crude shelf. Let me go to my woodworking table or furniture workbench. No, workbench. No, this guy. Builder's workbench. That is what we wanted. Okay, so we're going to be working with these sorts of blocks. So let me just create 100 of them. And now let's pull that in and we'll get... do we want half slabs like that? Let's just make those first and see what happens. Because I'm very curious. Okay, there. And then I want to shelve it up. Like, what if I... Come on. There we go. And then I put a shelf here. Right? And then I... No, that didn't work. Okay. I don't think I'm opposed to that, though. That does look nice. Maybe? Kind of an arch. Ooh, stairs. If I could... I really wish you could step stairs up half a stair run, because I think that would look really nice, kind of stuck in there. Yeah, here we go. And where is my stair? Here we go. I'll just make 10 of those. That's fine. Okay. I just want to see what happens. Yeah, that... I don't like the gaps there, so I'm going to actually... let's just break these. Give me my slabs back, please. And we're just going to put in some actual bricks. Like that. And then my shelf back in there. Because now it looks like there's some supports, and it looks like kind of like a smaller, more personalized entrance to this back area here. And we want the floor to be a little bit more cohesive here. So I'm going to put these bricks in, and then we're going to put a stairway here. No, that's not the type of stairway I wanted. I wanted stairs out like this. And that means that this needs to be... Let's see, are we going to do bricks here? Like that. Now this... No, I think it should be marble. I think it should be marble. Just going to break some of that marble there. Fill it in with brick. And then we'll do some marble bricks. And then we will make it... do we... There we go. These are all smooth now. There we go. Smooth bricks leading into this nice little shape here. Although, now that I'm thinking about it, what if we take that away, we put one of these guys in, and then we hammer that into... Let's see, does that... That does look a little silly, doesn't it? So this is why we try things. Sometimes we stumble upon things that look really good. Hammer time. Okay, that should be okay. Still need a little bit more light in here, and I think a lantern on the corners would do us some well. Do I have any available? What do I need here? Azure petals. Do I have some upstairs is the big question. I might have to plant some. And what would that look like? Azure fern seed bags. I think that's what I need. A whole bunch of these guys. Must be planted on crystallized dirt. Okay, where is everything else? I just want to see if I have any other petals laying around. Azure fruit, I don't think turns into that. Here's some cyan petals, blue petals, poison tree fruit, and more azure fruit. I don't know why I have azure fruit in here then. There we go. No azure petals here. That's just a bunch of meat. Okay, got those squared away. Is this my overflow chest for all of the ingots? I don't know why I have ingots in here, honestly. Or these. There we go. Or dirt. Why is dirt in here? Interesting. And a poison venom sac? What in the world? Venom sac should go in here, I think. And flowers are here. What else do I have? I have a mushroom chest, I'm pretty sure. I don't think this is it, though. Ooh, I do have some more azure ferns. Kelp, mushrooms. Okay. So these ferns, I believe I can just toss in here. Yep. I'm curious, though. Okay, hey, stop it. Wow, okay. Did not like me doing that at all. If I place... Gotta place it on the ground, right? Okay, and if I break it, I only get one, right? Yeah, okay. I was just making sure that I wasn't kind of taking less than I probably should be taking. That's fine. So I got 30 of those. I've got 71 to plant. And where's my crystallized fertilizer bag? That's here. Do I make more? That's the question, right? See, now I got all of these light temple lanterns possible here. This is where I can get more feed bags. Or fertilizer bags, rather. Maybe. Oh, you know what? The arcane area would be fantastic for these fertilizer ones. So I'm going to do 10 of those. And how many more can I make? I've got any crystal shards. A whole bunch of them that are just eaten up right there. Okay, so I've got 130 crystal shards. And I need 250 to make 10 of them. I've got 40 fertilizer bag. I think 40 is enough for now. Plenty of void essences. Okay. We're going to do a little bit of arcane science down here. Because I want to... Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot that we had stuff to dig out still. Okay, so what I'm thinking is, like, this first part is the library, right? I might even expand that this way a little bit. Like, how many do we have to go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can put 7-ish. I think that's fine. I'm gonna put let's see, we'll put a thing there. I can take this one, put a thing there, give or take. I'm gonna go over 7. 3, 4, 5, And 7 right to there. And we got another copper. Don't want that copper sticking through at all. All right, let's put some torches on the wall. I need to get my more of this, and I need my hammer down here. Because heaven forbid blocks that we can't see are actually looking weird. Okay, so this is the big arcane library that we're making right now. Are we going to fix the ceilings eventually? Of course. Is that going to be today? Of course not. We're in planning mode right now. Just kind of getting a little bit of a shell of an area. I do kind of want this second level over here. That's kind of nice. I could make this more grandiose, couldn't I? Add a full second level to it. I just don't know how high this goes up. Where am I right now? I'm right below the trees that I had planted. And there's a little bit of a water thing here. If I go this way more, it'll go right under that water, which could make for a cool, like, natural waterfall into the base. I think that would be pretty neat. I guess we'll see what we can do. We'll play with it a little bit. Okay, and then I think I want this to be like a stairway here. And since we're making this a stairway, let's see. I want to grab our builder's table here. Yes, hello. And we will take it and place it in here, probably right here for now. I think that's just convenient enough. And I want to make stairs out of this material. Just do 10 again. There we go. Lead up to that. And then we got to make the floors look nice. Okay. Get that down there too. Although I don't think I want brick for the floors. I really want to go with like smooth probably. Or, ooh, the decorative ones could be fun for this spot. Kind of like a special platform up here, right? And then let's start populating this with some books. The only thing is I can't do like angled shelves at all. So how am I going to do this and make it look nice? Like, do I just forget about the corner? I think I have to at that point. I can put like a decorative thing in the corner maybe. And we'll kind of go to the ceiling here. Yeah, that goes there and there. I think I need to stagger this a little more. That's not what I wanted to do. Goodness gracious. That, and that is fine. There we go. Get some nice visual differences there. But I think I need to also add some more in. So that is my little tiny nook. And I think like a standing light source there might look nice. let's see what sort of things we have available to make. There's some lumberjack lamp. No, that seems really silly. Sandswept torch. No. Tall lantern is not very arcane library-y. That one's... no. I mean, there's the Dark Temple braziers. I didn't know that I could make these myself. That's interesting. Bamboo candles. The chandeliers. I think we're going to have to make like a chandelier as well. But like what? Tavern chandeliers? Like the quintessential old school chandelier for this sort of world. So I think that'll be probably what we'll go with. Where should I put my iron and whatnot? I'm almost out of space here. I need to focus up. Lanterns. That's what I want to do. We'll do like 10 of these. That should be fine. Get some light sources down in here. That looks better already. I think I want to flank. Oh, hello. Just realized that I've got a missing column here. Let me fix that. Columns. What are they? I don't know what I just did. Columns, I believe, are in here. Yes, I need one. Please. Thank you. Let's get that fixed. Now we can add light on either side of the portal. I think that'll be good. Even one up here, maybe? Yeah, let's brighten that area up. I am contemplating changing that out for an incandescent lamp. But I guess we'll see. It looks okay-ish for now. It just feels unbalanced with the two white lights next to each other like that. But I'm not gonna worry too much about it. Okay. I want to get these crystals growing as well. So let's, I think we're gonna kind of, yeah, we'll kind of come this way. Kind of seeing what my pickaxe chooses for me effectively, right? And it looks like we want it to go one more. I think this is going to be like a little pit area, like a reading pit. I really don't want to make it too small, though. This feels like just a tiny little small space right now. I was hoping for a little bit more grandiose. And to do that, I believe I need to make it a little bit bigger. It feels okay right now, though. Like okay enough. Stairs here can lead up to that. And then this is going to be kind of like a hydroponics bay, right? Ooh, which means, where am I on the map? Oh, I have to go this way to get to the water, which, how far away am I? Not too far away, honestly. So I think we will go a little bit further in. Okay, where am I? Almost right over it. So, like right up here-ish is going to be the lake, or the little pond. And my vision is to kind of make a little bit of an aqueduct, if you will. Kind of going down a slope into like a hydroponics bay. I think that would be really cool to have a little like crystallized hydroponics area over here. So I'm going to be totally making that. I don't know if I really should have this wide open or have it like divided into rooms. Like I could have 2 or 3 different rooms. I could have 3 different rooms down here. And each room could be a different crystal color for different plants for the different crystals. Could do 20 per room. Which means I need more space. Which, if I want to be more efficient about it, or more symmetrical, I guess you could say. What sort of door would I want on here, if anything? I don't know. And I think I want the back areas of the room to connect as well. So like whatever this back wall turns into is going to kind of go along the whole way. And then we'll be able to see kind of the water trickling down and then flowing into like a little pool down here, which would be neat. So I think... How many can I make in here now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 and 10. So I need more space than that. Just trying to think what else I can do here. If I need to go back further, I can go back further. Let's put a torch there just to be safe. I do need to go back further significantly. 6, 7, 8, 9. Get those taken care of. Get this back in there, clean that up. Back in there, clean that up. How many do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. Perfect. 10. And then 11, 12, 13. And then we'll do a bunch there. I think that'll be good. Stick with me here. This will make sense in a minute. And then we're going to be doing... Oh, hello. What are you? Oh, this is where one of the pillars had gone down into. Wild. What? That's wild. Okay. That's cool, though. Sure. That's fine. Let's get this cleaned up a little bit. There. And in here. Kind of break all these again. This was where one of the big marble pillars was, and there was this huge area down here that I had. No, I didn't want to do all three of them, did I? Let's see. So that's 10 that way. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that'll be 20 going there. And then we'll have kind of this little path. And honestly, I will build this little guy back up here. So it kind of has that split, right? Yeah, we'll put a thing there and a torch there. Fine, fine. We need some space here. I would like to have more solid ground underneath my feet as I work in here, instead of knowing that there's only one thing there. That would be disconcerting. Okay, so we're doing like 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that right? Yes, 4. Though this middle one should be more. I think this middle one should be 6 because we're missing these two. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So this is kind of the end point of the middle. And then here is where we get into the third chamber. This is only going to be 4. There we go. I need to get a lot more crystals, though, for this fertilizer. That's for sure. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put another torch in here so we can see. And then this is going to kind of cut through. Okay, get that through there, and then we gotta break that off and build another one, hit it with a hammer, and then get a torch in here. And then this one, it's gonna be 6 across. Oh, this will be kind of like the staging room, I think. I'll have some tables in there with some like potion bottles and stuff on there. I think that would look pretty nice. Yeah, I think this is going to come together nicely. A lot of work, though. That's for sure. Hey, it's Castle Orion. Welcome back. Hope you've been doing well. Let's see. Go in there. Okay, so I need to grab these, and then I need to fill in the bottoms down here. Oh gosh, that's not what I wanted to do. Gracious. This is what I wanted to do. There we go. Get that. And we've got dirt that we need to put in here, I believe. And then I think, if I remember correctly, I can just do... I have to farm it out with a hoe first. So let me go grab one of those. What do I have here? A whole bunch of bricks. Yeah, I think that'll be good. I'll put these in here for now. Can I get that squared away? I think my gardening instruments are up top. So let's see. I think I have to make the farmland and then add a crystal to it. I think. How does it? Use on tilled dirt to crystallize. Okay, yeah, that's exactly it. So to till, I need a thorium hoe. I don't think you can get better than thorium, right? Fish bait wild. Fishing trap. Okay. Iron sickle. Fertilizer bag. Interesting. Okay. Anyway, I digress. Let's come down here. Okay. Seven of those. And then we're going to make this first room the blue one. Okay, perfect. And now let's get these guys out of the way. It's wild that I just happened upon all of that. Okay, and more dirt. Does feel a little bit better responsive in terms of like placing blocks. So I wonder if they improved that at all. Glowing dirt. Part of me was thinking, what if I put the blocks up one, but I think leaving them down on the ground is probably going to be the best bet at this point. Okay, so this is just 7, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. There we go. All right, 6 there, and then 7 here. We got some of this. We don't need that. Put that back. Hammer. And dirtify. Oh, that's not what I wanted. And let's crystallize these, and we'll do this one as well. And then I also need a torch somewhere in here. Otherwise, it's going to get real dark real fast. Make it a little less claustrophobic. Okay, we'll get these as well. Okay, and just to be a little bit more realistic, we'll get that kind of covered up a little bit down there as well. All right, we'll get these as well. Crystallized. Okay, and 6 more for back here. Okay. There we go. Excellent. So now I just need seeds for back here as well. And I need a doorway. Good. think I need to go a little bit more than 3 high, but it's just the general shape I wanted right now. I believe I do have some yellow and red seeds as well for those crystallized plants. Well, they're already starting to grow. Very nice. And I also want to grab some water here for a watering can. I need a bucket and a watering can. Mainly just a watering can right now. But I think my watering can is over by my other place. So I'm just going to craft one. So it's only 3 iron to make another one. I don't know if I need to water these ones down here, but you know what? I'm going to do it anyway. And while I'm here, where are my arcane seeds located? Was that in my seed bin here? It might have been. Did I even make them is the question. I might not have because I think I was focused mostly on the other ones. So I'm looking at, let's do 30 of those and 30 of these. RGB would be nice if green was one of them, but it's not. That's okay. Come back in here, and I was picturing kind of yellow being on this side. Okay, so yellow in the middle, blue on the edge. Let's fill up our watering can and just see if we need to water these guys here. Thankfully, I have a source of water right nearby as I need it. I don't think these need to be watered. It is doing nothing. There's one way to figure it out though. Hit F7. Let's see. Plant, crop, mana, 1 block, state, definition, stage 1. Soil, dirt, crystal. Plant, manual, crop, soil, dirt, crystal. Oh yeah, the soil underneath is its own little shenanigans. They do not get watered. Interesting. Okay. So don't need the watering can down here, but it would make for a good decoration. So I think we're going to keep it there. Once I get my little area knocked out here, it'll be fine. And I think I just need to connect it. I don't know how far I needed to go, honestly. Oh, right there, apparently. Very nice. We'll do one more, so it's just kind of in line with everything else. 4. And then 3 high here. And then this is just a 1 side there, and then this other side. And we got to go 4 high as well on this. So we have a little bit of a threshold. And I think we'll make the ceilings and all that look really nice in here. I want to like play around with the idea of crown molding with some staircases in here. Did not mean to grab that top one there. We'll kind of see how that all plays out. That goes there. Where did my hammer go? Did I place my hammer upstairs into a chest? Why would I have done that? Oh, no, it's over here. I just wasn't looking far enough. Silly me. Okay, good. So I've got a bunch of these red ones to plant, but I do not have enough crystallized dirt to plant them. I only had 40. Need another 20. And to do that, I need a whole bunch of crystals. To make 20 of them, I need 500 crystals, I believe. Which is quite a lot. So for now, this is going to stay dirt. And that's okay. This is going to look pretty neat once it's done, though, I think. I don't know if I want like an alchemy cart down here, maybe. I probably should. And then I can keep like crystallized ingredients down here as well. Like the essences of the void would be good to keep down there because those are used to create all of the crystals. I also need, or the seeds rather. I also need the crystals, which is what I was talking about. And those crystals will definitely be used for making these things. There we go. That looks nice. And then I want to replace the stone floors here with something. I think I want to keep with the same palette maybe, but also I have like some darker, cooler palettes as well available. That's way too bright. Here's some good dark ones. Shale cobble, shale brick, basalt is cool. Volcanic, maybe. And I'm realizing that I am taking over my stuff up here. We don't want that. Cobble. I got a whole bunch of cobble here. Get that in there. And one more. Shazam. Okay, now that that is out of the way, what sort of cool, like that would be a neat looking, I can use a lot of shale in here. I've been wanting to use shale on stuff. Shale stairs, shale cobble stairs, shale brick decorative is really nice. Got a window. I thought that was a bookshelf at first, and I was like, what? I thought I checked everything. Dark temple door. Those would be neat. Yeah, I think I want to do shale. And I think it could be a really neat texture on the bottom there. Do I only have 90 shale? No, I got a whole bunch. Perfect. That's what I wanted. I'm just going to build a whole bunch of these just for funsies. And put that in there. All right, shale bricks. Let's just see what this looks like when I get it all in there. Also, I should really... I'm going to shore all of these up. There we go. Make it look nice underneath a little bit, right? So that way if I do have to go down again, I don't get inundated with giant pit. See, I think I might want to use these sparingly, but they look pretty neat as like a throw rug of sorts. I do wish the textures in this game had some parallaxing. effect on them, though. That would be really nice to have some depth to the blocks here. But I know that's a very artistic style choice. I don't think I need to expect that anytime soon. But what other options do we have for the floors? Boring, 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 not super boring, but not too bad. I think that's fine. There we go. Yeah, I think that's fine. Oops, did not mean to do that. There we go. That. Put these away as well. I don't know what I will be using as kind of a threshold either yet. And these will look better once I get the farms in there because it'll be nice and crisp. Connectors there. I am almost thinking maybe I should have these a block higher because, I mean, maybe once I get all of these harvested here, I can raise them up a block. Because if I raise them up a block, then it looks kind of cool underneath, right? Because you've got kind of that crystallized texture and the whole block glows a little bit. So like if I just have the dirt up here waiting, now it's like on a shelf, right? I think that would be really neat. Gotta get my hallway finished up here though. Okay. Secondly, I think I only want the runner 2 wide here, and then we'll have a different color on the outside. Probably like just a regular smooth shale. So I can use these same blocks, and I've got enough of them. There we go. And then all I need to do is change them a little. Are these smooth or these are ornate? Decorative, ornate. What does the ornate one look like when it's... Ooh. Those would be neat on the walls. That's for sure. That's smooth. And that's brick. The top texture and the ornate and the smooth is identical. Okay. I don't think I want them as ornate in the floor though. 7. Okay. 7, and then we'll do... Yeah, I think that'll look really nice here. Okay, so let's tear this wall down here. So sorry, torches. Okay. Let's get these in place. Let's change them up. It'll look a lot better once these are in, that's for sure. And then, because you can see they're nice little backdrop there. 7, 2, 3. Oh, I ran out. Okay, so these are going to be bricks. Like that, maybe? And do I leave these ones at the top like that, or do something different. Did I run out of torches? I did. Wild. I'll get some more things in here soon. Okay, so I just used up 100 blocks of shale. That's fine. We'll grab another 100. Oh, I had 9. Well, whatever. It's fine. Don't mind me. Okay. Let's see. Regular brick or... Yeah, I think regular brick. Unless I go 1 higher. If I go 5 up in here, I think that would look nicer. What am I doing? I could have just changed those with a hammer. Okay, I think I'm going to go 1 up. 1 more. Stick with me. We're in the creative process right now. Of course, I cannot grab those right now. Just a little too high. Oh, hello, giant hole in the ceiling. Not weird at all. Okay, I'll get rid of these ones that I didn't mean to put there. Fix the ceiling. Okay. And then put these bricks up here. And then hammer out some of these. I think that looks really nice. Okay, and then we're just going to finish the concept over here. But instead, these are going to be... that I don't like how that looks. There we go. Maybe I just keep the synergy there. That's fine. I do need to fix this one though. I didn't know what to put here, honestly. Do I just put another one there? Do I smooth it out? I guess we'll have to figure that out when we get there. For now, I do like it at this level, though. I like... Maybe I smooth it out. I think we'll do smooth for now. So once these get up higher... it'll look nice with just like a nice smooth texture like that, right? I think that could go really well. Okay, we're doing fine. I think this is a good start to my crystal farm in here. We're going to have 20 of each crystal. I need to do some crystal farming. I keep saying crystal farm, but I think it's... gosh, and that's a brand of, like, dairy, I think. If I remember correctly. Do I want the threshold? I think I do. We'll just make the threshold a nice smooth shale. Perfect. Not too bad. I think that'll work out well. And then I'm not going to worry about changing these because shale is a little bit of a sparse resource for me at the moment. But it does open things up nicely for when I do get those fixed. It'll look really nice, I think. Whatever. I gotta replace it with shale anyway. My pickaxe is about to break. slowly chopping away at these ceilings here. We'll clog up this hole a little bit better. Too much. And break my pickaxe right here, maybe? Nope, I did not. Okay, that's fine. 6, 7, 8. And this is going to bug me if I don't do anything about it right there. And that's okay. All right, so I'm going to continue this pattern around on the outsides as well. And I'm going to also, once these are all matured, once I get the structure of this area done, I will be able to go ahead and raise up all of these, because these should be all done by then. And I need to get 20 more crystals worth of crystal fertilizer, which I believe is going to be 500 crystals that I need. And I can get those from various areas, but mostly underneath the volcano area. In the devastated lands with the underground jungles. If I find a crystal tree, those have like pink crystal blocks embedded in them. And I'm able to actually use that to get like 2 to 5 crystals per block. And that will give me a ton of crystals without having to go to the ceiling to get crystals, which I never liked. Hi, Moon. How are you doing? I'm doing well. I am building my arcane library and arcane crystal farm in Hytale here, and I'm enjoying how it's turning out so far. Getting the basics kind of laid out here. How are you doing? Frisbee golf was fantastic. I didn't hurt my arm as much as I thought I was going to. And I threw better than +1 on each hole on average. So my total score was +15. And with 18 holes, that's better than getting +1 on each hole. Got par on some. I think I got birdie on 1 hole, potentially. I can't remember. Yeah, it was great. Definitely good for somebody that hasn't played it for about a decade. And with a bum shoulder. Because that was my biggest worry. But I did go to a physical therapist / chiropractor yesterday, and she did some manipulation and like massaging on that shoulder area. She felt that my rotator cuff was just all sorts of annoyed and angry. And we did some ultrasound therapy on the really like tight spot. And today, honestly, it's been feeling remarkable. I've got 2 sessions again next week, and I think that's going to kind of shore up the rest of my shoulder, and it'll be really nice. Which has been like a year coming. It just got to the point where I was like, this needs to be taken care of as soon as possible. And I am thankful I started. It really does, like ridiculous amounts. I used to get it free through work, right? And then they took that away like mid-COVID period to save money, and people weren't in the office, so it wasn't really worth it to keep it aboard. But then, like, I don't know. I was just thinking, you know, I can't do it to work anymore. I might as well pay a little bit for it and feel better regardless. It is, yeah. I don't want the problems lingering, honestly. because, gosh, I've have enough issues focusing. I don't want another thing to drive my focus away. That's for sure. I'll fix up my adamantite pickaxe here. But yeah, it's been good. I am not. These are the crystallized things. This is the azure ferns. These are the blue, the yellow, and this is going to be the red things that the crystals used to create. Yeah, so these are kind of like the rare mystical ones. You have to actually fertilize tilled land with crystallized fertilizer in order to plant these magical seeds. And then those grow into like the things that you can turn into petals. And you need the azure petals to create like the light temple lanterns and the light temple braziers. So I'm going to need those. And then if I want, I think some stuff in here might use yellow and red. I'm honestly just growing yellow and red for the ambiance and for the completion's sake. But like almost everything that I care about uses azure petals for the most part. But I can also like make a whole bunch of different cloth types and whatnot in here. I don't know if there's anything I can really do with that, but certainly I can play around with it. There is a lot to do in this game. And yeah, even just the base game itself is like, there's just a ridiculous amount in here. It's wild. Like I just found out that I can make skulls and skeletons and piles of skulls. Like, okay, oh, and I can make a pile of books as well. That's pretty nice. But I can't make bookshelves. I had to actually go out and harvest bookshelves from a wizard's tower. So, you know, some give and take. A lot of the updates lately have been like modding and creative mode focused. And that the stuff they've come up with there looks amazing, but it's not how I play. I play usually pretty vanilla, at least at first to get the experience of the game. And then creative, I don't really play around in the creative space, even though you can just make a wild amount of stuff. You can rotate things, resize things, and do all sorts of wild placements of things. Creative mode in this game is wild, but like the modding potential is remarkable. Like the ability to just add entirely new subsystems from people in the community is so cool. I know like Minecraft and whatnot is able to do that as well, but it feels like those have been a lot harder to implement mods per se, depending on, you know, your comfort level with those sorts of things. But I like it. I've got my regular library over here that I built a while ago. And I thought, you know what? I've got my regular library, my little study area. Why not have a like darker, grimier library down here? And I found out that coming this way a bit, I'm almost beneath this pond. So I'm going to try to create like a little cascading waterfall that goes down and behind the like hydroponics area here. And then creates like a little pool back here or something. I think that would look pretty neat. But I just need to figure out how to do that once I get to that point. For now, it's just all about carving out my space and making room. Oh, I should show you. because this is like the latest project is revamping the basement of the base temple. But I revamped the whole temple up here in I restored it sort of way. So I added these little bridges that you can kind of just see out the windows on. And those lead directly to the towers, which I haven't finished yet. And the towers are going to lead both up and down. And you'll be able to get to the ground level at that point. And then coming out of the temple, I'll kind of give a nice little far away view here. I've got all of the bridges completed. I've got the towers on the outside completed. I created a stables for my horses here. They kind of buddy up into one. Wait, where's my other horse? Where's my other horse? How did you get in here? There's some bugs in the game, and the horses can apparently phase through the walls at times. I try so hard. The arches are stunning. Thank you. I'm really glad how they turned out, honestly. I love the arches under the windows. I love the symmetry, how it all kind of worked out. You can see I'm keeping this boxy spot as like a memento, because that was like my original, like, let's expand on this temple so I have a little building space. So I have all my like chests in the floor. It's really kind of ugly in there, but it's nostalgic. So I just kept that little bit of an eyesore there for nostalgia's sake, which I'm fine with. But then I created this structure over here as my farm. So this is my attempt at a farm, a mass farm with a nice little bridge that goes over the whole thing. So I can easily traverse it. And then it's still a work in progress, but I've got these wonderful interiors here that I can, that I'll be able to like kind of traverse through and create these cool like hallways with workbenches and tables and bookshelves and all that sort of stuff. Make it kind of look like a nice little work area. I particularly liked the beams that I had put in up here. And honestly, like okay, this is bugging me now. Why are you not the right brick? Oh no. There you go. Fixed it. I've mainly started streaming Hytale because I wasn't a good builder. I was very utilitarian in my building in Minecraft. So everything had to have a purpose and not an aesthetic. So I tried to challenge myself to add more of an aesthetic. The people 974, welcome. Thank you for your due diligence of reminding us that we have lost the game yet again. I hope you know that you do bring joy every time you stop by. So thank you. But yeah, it's been a long process. And then over here, I made a redwood farm to experiment, to kind of see, A, I needed the wood, and B, I needed to see how big these can get. Yeah, I really do like challenging myself, and I like figuring things out as well. Before I streamed, I was doing all sorts of experiments on a regular solo world. And I've continued some of the experiments into this world. So we'll see. Yep. Have an excellent rest of your evening, the people 974. I saw there was a patch note that said trees will grow now even if they don't have enough space for the roots. And I'm hoping that my stage 4 redwoods will turn into stage 5s at some point soon, since they're a little squished. I really want them to get bigger. But yeah, I had a lot of fun putting this all together. Oh, I love my little loft up here too, by the way. Got a nice little space to sit and read. If I had a book, I could grab a book and read up here if I wanted to. I've got a little secret passageway out because I decided to turn fences into windows. Yeah, I would love to have like this like little loft nook. It would be really nice. A little place to get away from it. All be a little bit high up and have like the windows and everything looking out. I was hoping to maybe connect this up to my hallway a bit, but then I was like, well, that wouldn't be reality. We wouldn't be creating a stairway up here from the roof of the stables. But turned out really well. And I like that I can traverse here if I need to. I'm trying to figure out where to put a ranch of sorts. I want to be able to have some animals. And I don't know if I wanted to like expand into the wilderness more or kind of, I mean, I've got a lot of space over here at least, right? So I could turn part of this into a ranch, maybe kind of go underneath the arches and space over here as well. So it could be a pretty large ranch that would have quite a few spaces for some animals. Like I want to get at least a couple of each animal that you can tame and put them in there. So I think that could work out well. And then having the access in the towers to the top would be really nice. Yeah, it worked out really well. There's part of the reason I stuck with this seed in particular is I started in the world spawn right over here. And what instantly drew me to it was seeing the temple spanning over a river right between the arches. I thought that was kind of like a beautiful little cut through there. Having this circular river down here was pretty cool as well as some of the meandering rivers in here. I just thought it generated really nicely. And so I was like, okay, I got to stick with this because, you know, right nearby is an azure forest. We've got kind of some autumn forest nearby as well. I didn't see too many structures, but I did see some villages as well, which was very helpful for future trading. So I was like, I kind of lucked out on the first one that I chose for my streaming world, which was really nice. And then this is the first time I zoomed in on my little farm here, and I'm liking that I can see like the different little pixels there. It's pretty neat. What I wish they would do for the mini map is match the roof colors though. These roof colors on the map match the brick color that the roofs come from. So I think the blue one is coming from chalk and black is coming from cobble. Yeah. I love the calcite material too, so I was happy to incorporate calcite into my flooring up here. And I just discovered that slate is going to work really well for my palette down in my arcane library area. And I still haven't learned my lesson. I've been going through this river since the beginning, back and forth. Where the stables are right now, that's where I used to have my farm. It was just a patch of farmland. So it had to keep on coming through. But what was nice is I could come here and I could look into it and see how my crops were doing from the safety of my little craft room here. So slowly but surely, I am making my way to creating a nice little usable space as well as aesthetically enjoyable on there. The chests on the floor. Yeah, that was my utilitarian approach, right? Because you walk over them and it works out nicely. They don't get in the way and you can kind of just, you know, tell where you're at. Especially if you have different chest colors and whatnot. I've been kind of putting chests in front of the workbenches that kind of go with them. So like a lot of the armor stuff has all of my ingots and cloth material. This is kind of like random stone and whatnot in front of the anvil. And then I've got burnable stuff in front of my furnace. So I kind of sorted it out. In front of the food, I've got my veggie and fruit material and plant matter. And then my meat box in front of that. And then arcane stuff instead of the in front of the Arcanist workbench. And then potion stuff and other natural doodads in front of the workbench there. So tried to keep things a little organized. It was working really nicely, but now I'm going for aesthetics now that I've kind of gotten into the end game here. And I'm just kind of building this up down here. Still got a ceiling to fix. Lighting has been mostly just temporarily placing a bunch of things up there. And then this last stream, I put in my teleporter in the basement down here. And I think I might even move my my guy here, the Ancient Gateway, to the Arcanists area. Back here somewhere. So I got to remember to make space for that. No, I broke that. So the gem guy that was down here, the golem, I discovered that if you break the ground underneath a predetermined spawn point 4 blocks down, the next time that thing tries to spawn, the game says, this spawn point has no valid placement for this entity. This spawn point is now being deleted from your game world. And then it's gone forever. You can build the ground back up at that point, and all it takes is 24 hours in game time. Yeah. So what I did is I created a 5x5 pit 4 down where I knew that he spawned because he stands right where he spawns the whole time. And then I just waited a few in-game days and then I filled it back in and he's never come back since. So yeah, it's the way to kind of reclaim or claim predetermined structures in this game. You can do it with any structure. Things only spawn in structures at spawn points. So if you know where those points are, you can certainly dig down, get rid of the spawn points after a day, dig back up, restore it, and then that whole structure can be yours, mob free, for the rest of your time being in there. I would think like a wizard's tower would be really cool to do that in. Or like, what are those? The slate areas up north that go underground. Those would be really cool to do it in. This world that we have here, it spawned an area where those northern underground structures, those slate structures with all those guys in it, the entrance spawned on top of a cliff, and then the entire underground portion was above ground in the valley behind the cliff. So it was like this wild like happenstance of where the entrance spawned. The whole structure was above ground instead of buried, which was really helpful for me because I could get on top of the ceiling, and it was the roof, and just kind of sneak in from up there and kind of systematically take out all of the guys to get my shadow weave. It worked out really well. And it was a really cool random seed spawn. I liked it a lot. So yeah, it's interesting what this game kind of discovers, and what you can do in it, even without having to be in creative mode and whatnot. I've been enjoying doing a lot of discovery in this game. As long as things work. That's the big part. Because Lord knows, this game certainly feels like it's in alpha at times. It's getting a lot better, though. I'm looking forward to every update. I play only on pre-release right now. So that way I get the latest stuff, and if I run into any bugs, I like to submit bug reports, because my day job is a developer for different software and whatnot. So I've got that whole like bug squashing mentality built into me. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. There we go. I think that looks good there. These torches are only temporary. That's why they are so haphazard. I'm gonna put like a tall thing here, a tall light source in the corner. Maybe one of these sorts of things. I don't know. I'll have to find something. I don't know if I can craft what I want in the corner there. I might be able to, but for now, it is what it is. These are growing nicely. These are the storm thistles or something like that. I don't know what these ones are going to be. Okay, I think I got the ceiling height where I need it. Where do I need to be over here? I think it's still a little bit over. I think if I go here and then over 2, 3, we'll do 3. There it is. Beautiful. So now I'll be able to build this up. Let me see. This is my experimental phase. I need a slab. I want to see if water goes through slabs. There's the slabs I was looking for. Yeah, it went into my backpack. Okay. So this is the water I need. Let me just put it there. It does. It blocks the light, but lets the water through. Interesting. Okay, so I'll put a block there, and I think that will allow me to keep the water flowing in, but prevent mobs from flowing down and ruining my base effectively. Because I don't think I'll be able to come up through here. Yeah. So that should be nice. I could also maybe put like a sideways stair there, but I don't think you can turn stairs sideways like that. I don't think you can. Now I'm curious if you can. Where are my stairs? There we go. I have too much inventory right now. Where are we? Rotate. Oh, you can. No, wait. No, you can't. No. 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 That's... Yeah, it's going to be like a solid block on the top or the bottom regardless. So I think that would fully break the thing. What I was hoping for is kind of like a... I don't know, rotating it so like the water has only one small portion of the block, a quarter of the block to go through. But that doesn't seem entirely possible. I do want to figure out how to transport it though. Because it's flowing downhill and I want it to... Maybe I can use half slabs to make it still visible, right? Because I want the aesthetic effect of the water kind of cascading down some stairs effectively, right? And they don't have glass in survival mode as far as I know. So I'm just kind of making a little path here. I will clean it up later. So we ultimately want to get to the other rooms. And I don't know how far back that is. But for now, I do need some slabs. What's the volcanic one look like? Because that might be a cool little aesthetic to have here as well. I'm going to grab just a bunch of these decorative ones. And we're going to grab the decisions. We'll do volcanic smooth half slabs. And up here, that's interesting. Okay. No, I don't think I need these ones taken away. I'm going to put those back. And I don't... maybe. Yeah, I think it'd be kind of cool if it was coming out of there like that. But for now, let's... like that. I just need to be able to see where it's going, right? 3, 4, maybe something like that. And then to this to kind of let's see, how am I gonna temporary blocks? That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. And then no. Okay. That's what I meant to do. There we go. I figured it out eventually. Okay. So let's break this and put in just a block here. What does that do for me? Nothing. Do I have the wrong idea here? Oh, that's... what is happening here? Is that an underwater? What am I doing? I have an underwater torch now. Fine. Okay, so I want to Do that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's okay. I'm just breaking the laws of physics here. It's fine. Apparently the water can't flow on half slabs. That's what we're learning right now. But it can flow down like that. And I'm curious. Oops, I didn't need to do that or that. That's okay. It's fine. It's just a little collateral damage. It's fine. Nobody saw a thing. Get that there. We're just temporary. We're just testing right now. Oh, that does flow right through, doesn't it? Okay, that's a mess. That is a mess. It's fine. Okay, that's... Stop it. Stop it. Yes. That's okay. Okay, so it's getting there. I just need to put blocks here and there and here. No, I want to stop that. Like that. That's not going to block it, though, I think. That's the big problem. Because I think we're noticing that these blocks are totally transparent to water. So they're not going to stop the flow and allow you to see over it or anything like that. Even if I put that, yeah, see, it just flows right through as if that's not even there. So we're learning things here. Is there semi-transparent blocks in this game at all? I guess is the big question. Like, maybe the brick walls? We're going to try it. Coming over here. All right, brick wall. It just stays. Okay, that's what we call not what I was hoping for. Okay, let's clean this little mess up first. Get you cleaned up there. There we go. My water. Okay. I mean, I can kind of see it coming down there a little bit, but it's not exactly what I had in mind, right? Because it's all like this part's fine because it's flowing one block over and down at the same time. So it has no want to overflow out the side here. So like this brick should be safe, right? So I can kind of see it here and there, wherever it's making a stairway down. And that might be what I have to live with, but I need to be sure that that's my only options. Windows? Windows. I can make windows. Let's make a window. No, this is going to be a bad idea. It's not going to work, right? Let's put stuff under the window. Let's then break that and let's put a window in. Nope, it just right through the window. That's unfortunate. Okay. I'm thinking I'm thinking that this is a futile effort of trying to block water with a semi-transparent anything. What if we did a wall? Right? Shale brick wall. We'll make 2 of those just for science. I have a feeling this is going to be a similar result. Yeah. Just because it's like, it's not a full block, so water's going to think that it can go right through, right? So I'm almost to the point where I have to accept that I need a full block here. And not this garbled palette either. But I can at least make a little bit of an aqueduct through, and I can see it through here a little bit. But yeah, they don't have like a full-on glass block, which is unfortunate. I could do crystals. Well, Moon, thank you so much for stopping by. Really glad to see you. Hopefully you have an excellent evening. It was nice hanging out with you as well. And hopefully my life will settle down a bit more now that one of my main editing jobs is done as of yesterday. And I'll be able to stop by and check out your streams when they show up every now and then. Would be lovely to chat with you there as well. Yeah, it's been nice. 1 day of freedom so far. And then this weekend, my editing kicks back up a notch again for other projects that I'm working on because I still need the money. So I'm still doing it. But at the very least, I don't feel as stressed anymore with a weekly release. So it's not too bad. Either way, I digress. Have a good sleep and a good rest of your night. And hopefully, we'll be able to see you again soon. I know I will be back on Sunday, maybe Saturday. Who knows? My wife is out of town, and I will have nothing to do when the kids are asleep, so I will probably stream again in the evenings coming up soon. So keep an eye out for that. All right, take care. Have a good night. Okay, speaking of which, I also have to work in the morning, so I'm probably also going to be heading out too. Now that I've done a little bit of experimentation, I do kind of like the look of that from afar. And I like how it steps down every 3. So I might be sticking with that to get it out over here. And then we'll just create like a little pool, a trench along the back here that will look pretty neat. So I am excited for that. And I'm going to be gathering these ferns on the next stream, I believe. So we'll see how that all turns out. For now, very good amount of progress today. So I'm happy that I am making this good progress. I will figure things out for next time. It looks like TikTok was gone and now it's back. Good. That means I can quit to my desktop. Everything should auto-save. Getting some good frame rates there too, which was nice. And I'm going to bring in my social bridge again so we can play some tunes on the way out. Hopefully everything just works. And it seems like it is. I'm happy about that too. Oh, and a nice little cozy song on the way out. So I have been your host, Lord Neptune. I will be around again on Sunday for sure. I might be around again tomorrow night. I might be around again Saturday night. I don't know. I'm playing it by ear at this point, but it would be fun to be around some more. So hopefully those that are still around have an excellent rest of your evening. For those that did stop by, thank you so much for stopping by. It was so lovely to have you. And if my kids are watching this in the future, I love you, and I'm going to keep on embarrassing you with my dadness from time to time. So hopefully you've enjoyed this as well. So I know we are in cozy territory, but I did get a little bit of adventure in there just for you. So hopefully you enjoy that as well. All right, that's enough of that spiel. Next week, for sure, I will also be doing 2 streams on Monday and Wednesday for Crimson Desert, maybe. I've been having some technical difficulties playing that game while streaming. So who's to say? I might switch it up and maybe actually put another game in rotation now that I've hit the end game, because I'm just cleaning up quests. But, you know, on the other hand, I'm a completionist. Maybe I will just get through to 100% in Crimson Desert on stream, on and off between doing random stuff off of stream as well. So I haven't figured that out yet. I guess we'll see. I do need a new computer, and for that I also need money, and for that I also need to do more editing, so I will be doing that in my free time as well. And then next week, Thursday, more Hytale Thursdays, where we get to check out all of the newest, latest pre-release updates and kind of see what sort of cool things are happening there. So join me again next week if you liked Hytale. I know that's one of my coziest streams, and I would love to see more folks there. But it sounds like the music is kicking up a notch, and you know what that means. It's time to head out. It's time to get to bed. It's time to say good night. So have a good night, everybody. Have an excellent rest of your evening, an excellent rest of your week if I don't see you again. Stay safe, drink plenty of water, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.